Hey guys, it's your girl Alicia, aka GeekXX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to The Boys. We are now on to episode 4, which is called Nothing Like It in the World. So the last episode we ended as usual on a bang with just things for the boys getting more and more complicated. They were supposed to have what they felt like was a pretty easy option to finally get their lives back in turning over who he turned out to be Kenji, Kumiko's brother, who is the supervillain. And in exchange for his, for his capture, they were supposed to get their freedom back, get all the warrants on them dropped, and for Billy, he would get access to his long-lost wife. But as usual as it goes in these shows, nothing ever goes according to plan, and unfortunately we lost Kenji, and we found out that Stormfront is her name. She's very much living up to her name. She is a whirling mess of destruction in a lot of ways. And lots going on. Very excited to get into this episode. So we're about to do that. But before we do, if you've been here before and you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button to help a girl grow her channel. It would mean the world to me if you did. And once again, a reminder that this is not a market substitute for the show. If you'd like to watch the episode and the shows in its entirety, please go watch it on its original source, which is Amazon Prime. Okay. All that out of the way, without further ado, guys, let's get into this episode right about now. Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
I didn't mean to.
You did.
I'm sorry, I was just...
You're high. You're high. You shouldn't really be interacting with anyone until you're sober, sir.
No to the brave actions taken by Stormfront. Earlier today...
Oh, what's the matter, Homelander? You're not the center of attention no more. Oh, why do you have to bring your psychosis back to this child? Go away! Oh wait, this is not their house. This is a...
I was beginning to worry.
What? Oh, no, why? I'm so glad I stopped drinking milk, but oh god. I've never seen milk be more perverted in my entire life. And how is she alive? I'm so confused. Whose face did he burn out?
I found Becca. Or at least our best guess where she is. Bought facility, armed to the teeth. Won't be easy.
We had a deal. That didn't come through.
Jesus Butcher, I'm just giving it to you.
Right, just take it. I think she figured out with the situation.
It's my fault.
You didn't blow it on purpose. I like that Billy was like, I didn't come up with my end. Like, he didn't just assume he deserved the information.
The 7 is your team. You nurtured them. You watered and fed them.
I did.
Yes, and if they can't respect that...
This conversation.
Change back. Change back. I'm sorry.
That
I
makes
was asleep for so long.
so much more sense.
Change the fuck back now, doppelganger.
His face! How dare you be creeped out?
Oh, my little boy. Come on. Okay.
Doppelganger's got so much tea on so many people in Vought.
I love you. You're the most powerful man in the whole wide world.
This is so gross.
And there's nothing...
And it's extra twisted now that I realize it's Doppelganger. How does this show always manage to just take it one step further into psychosis?
Muzzle tough. Motherfucker, I don't want to be a I gave up my family for this.
Him standing behind you is the creepiest thing ever. Is this real?
What are you talking about?
No more lies. Go ahead and scream. Much as you want.
What did I do? Am I lying?
I'm liking the brass ones she's growing with every episode.
She like an almond joy?
Does he even eat?
Oh, you're so rude.
It's fine. It's okay.
How about the big bruise you have from almost having your insides ripped out from Homelander?
Yeah, I can't go back to the tower right now.
Yeah, maybe you should talk to her because she clearly isn't okay, Yui.
And we'd be out of the city, away from the cameras. I mean, no one would see us.
No.
He's like,
Even we're standing here, it's dangerous.
Maybe he's right.
hey man, you know you're taking her with you, so just shut up and put her in the car. Wasn't that the speedster you beat? But dude, like your heart's exploding every time you speed. You need to relax.
I do want you to know, though, this was really hard for me.
It wasn't.
It's nothing personal.
Totally was.
Friends, etc.
He's like, I can't even continue this line of BS anymore because I don't care. Literally stopped caring the second I walked in here. All of the stuff you've done, A-Train, and in the end, you still don't have what you want. He has such mom energy. I love him.
If you love someone, you should set them free.
Did anyone notice was a Confederate flag on his
If you
cape?
love someone,
You smell like a wet dog.
You want a drink?
There's a comment that I could make, and I'm not gonna do it. Ma'am, you just said he smells like wet dog.
This place had 31 flavors, and that man would taste each and every flavor.
Ah.
Every time we go out.
It's like going to Costco for free samples. I see you, sir.
Of course, now I get a year off my life just to be able to see that man going through spoon after spoon, just
I knew that was coming.
one last time.
It's those little annoying things that you seem to remember the most about people.
Got to use wet wipes then.
You just carry these around with you?
Damn right.
The hell? Wow. How does Billy even begin to process this? There must be so much anger, relief, sadness.
Gotcha.
Wait here. I'll be back. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Billy's thinking about a life with you and him and Homelander's child.
Yes.
Y'all are careless though. I feel like, you know, what you just said about how there's like a literal high-speed, laser eye-pointing loaded gun flying around, I would not be careless enough to be getting busy right now. Speaking of people who are very, very careless right now with their physical urges.
How you holding up?
Aw, it's probably the first time she's been asked that.
Yeah. Yeah, you.
I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm gonna make it up to you from now to the day I die, I swear to God.
This is... I mean, the sentiment is sweet, but the words are a little disturbing.
Why doesn't Vought want diversity?
Wow.
Yeah.
Who in the Seven is gay?
Queen Maeve.
You outed her?
Scoop for you, Maria. Oh, is it so hard to believe that I want you two to be happy?
Absolutely. You are a sociopath. No, sweetie. No, 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 no. Someone please save her, please. No, 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 sweetie. Oh, thank God.
Let me go, please.
Thank God. Whoa, she's super fast too. The things we're learning. Oh, now she blames you, but Kimiko, he was right, boo. You were gonna die painfully. They've already painted you as a terrorist. Don't do it.
Why are you doing this to me, lady? Ain't you supposed to be the hero?
I am the hero for killing a black piece of shit like you.
Damn. That was a little too real.
Liberty, nobody's seen her since 1979. I mean, she's probably dead by now.
Oh, no, no.
Right here. That's her. Right there. That's Liberty.
She doesn't age.
They all love me.
Okay.
Well, congratulations. I mean, this constant need to be loved by everyone is kind of pathetic, but...
Damn, tell him about himself or whatever.
I think that you are everything we should be.
Oh God, no. He's falling for her right now.
Little help connect.
They're not gonna let him go. You and me, Becca, you and me, we got a chance.
This is her child. Are you serious, Butcher?
I have a son. He's a fucking suit freak.
Ooh, Butcher. That's over.
I didn't mean that.
You did. You meant that.
Becca.
And she knew it.
Fix. I'm not living without you.
You have to go, please.
She will never just walk away from her
Everybody
kid.
in this goddamn place is gonna be here in 60 seconds. You have to go.
She picked her boy.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know. It's so sad that she's apologizing to him for being the closed-minded guy that he is. Like, that's not her fault. But I get it.
But it doesn't have to be like that.
There, sweet summer child. So much you have to learn.
Goodbye, Huey.
Cassandra? The one with the hair and the creepy skeletons hugging each other story?
Yes, that's your wife.
Wait, what?
But I thought I got to choose.
Why is there an arranged marriage happening?
You're choosing.
Please,
See?
please don't engage.
What you are?
Please don't engage. This is the levels of messed up this is.
So good. You're gonna look in your own eyes.
Make it stop.
It's not even gay.
I didn't want to listen to it.
I don't need you.
Kind of knew that was your last day. Okay, yeah, see, every time, like I said, without fail, every single time I think this show can possibly traumatize me further, the writers are like, wait, got a surprise for you. Wow. A lot happened in that hour. God. Okay, wow, what to get into? I think the two things to really, three things really, I guess. There was three major things that I have to be focused on, I think. One of them is, of course, Butcher finally getting back with Becca. Like, that has been a huge theme since the first season. Billy has been obsessed with finding his wife for obvious reasons. You know, he just, well, deep down, I guess, he thought she probably died, but he didn't want to let go of it because he had a mission, right? Chasing Homelander, trying to bring Homelander down, trying to get that revenge, fueled so much of what he did in season 1 and excused a lot of the things that he did that he knew was intrinsically wrong. So the fact that he found out she was alive, you know, it just kind of felt like, I looked at it when Billy found her as a bit of like redemption, you know, like, oh my God, like she was alive and this wasn't all for nothing. And now I'm just going to bring my wife back and this is the way we're going to be together and this is going to fix it all. The scenes between the two of them were just so bittersweet in that, you know, clearly Becca is still, she loves him. Like you saw that in the last episode, I believe. She had the photo of her and Billy still, so she clearly still has a lot of love for him. However, I like that they brought out towards the end that it wasn't a perfect relationship, right? Billy clearly romanticized a lot of what their relationship was like, which is very common with people, especially after someone's passed away. They often kind of romanticize sometimes some of the things that they did or the way that they were. Homelander could come back. The man can sweep the entire base in a matter of seconds. Like, and super hearing, which I'm going to come back to, how everyone forgets that. Like, he could probably have found you two getting busy if he really needed to. But anyway, I understand the purpose of it. I think it was really just that desperation that they kind of both had for each other, for what they've missed out on, just seeing each other after so long. And I feel like Becca, of course, after knowing that, you know, seeing Billy dumped on her front lawn for a few seconds before Homelander took him away, it was probably a lot of mixed emotions that she's been dealing with for a long time as well. But I also wonder, in my experience with television shows, they often don't show a love scene like that, especially in the situation that Becca and Billy were in, just for the sake of, I mean, yes, this is a show that definitely does do gratuitous sex, but I almost feel like I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a Billy Jr., because they talked a lot about kids. I mean, obviously there was a reason for it with Ryan, but I don't know. I just have a sense that maybe Becca came away with more than just memories after her interaction with Billy. In the end, I really liked how, I kind of knew, I mean, for obvious reasons outside of the fact that it's episode 4, I knew she wasn't going to run away with Billy. Bless Billy's heart, but it was a half-cocked idea. How far would they possibly get, right? Vought is armed to the teeth with technology, not to mention they have supers, right? They've got supes who would be able to find her, and for all we know, they might have chipped Ryan, or they might have tripped Ryan already, or have some way of tracking him. So, I mean, Billy was right about that when he said to her, like, he's $1 billion piece of property to Vought. Like, that's how they look at him. However, I love that, you know, she figured out that she knew Billy well enough to know that there was no way he was going to accept Ryan and be a father figure to him, no matter what. To Billy, I think Ryan is always just going to be Homelander's kid. Pardon me, he was never going to see that child as his son, and understandably, Becca's like, that is my child. Like, yes, it's 50% of Homelander, but the other 50% is me. Like, that's my kid. And so it was a sad moment, but very realistic, and I'm glad that she kind of took the rose-colored glasses off of Billy's face and was like, we weren't perfect together, sir. Like, we had our issues, and I know you well enough to know that you're never going to accept this boy. And I love when she put in that line that we heard last year with the scientist who raised Homelander about how he needs a mother. Like, Homelander, clearly, God, the milk obsession. Lots of questions still about Ryan. I'm not sure how many of them we're going to get into this season, but all of that aside, Becca's just trying to teach him to be a good man and a good person, no matter what he ends up having as far as abilities. It's going to be interesting to see what Billy feels like he needs to do now, because that's a whole objective that he's had for a very long time that's come to an abrupt end, and it didn't come to the ending that he wanted. Stormfront and the story about Stormfront. Wow. I was wondering what was going on with her, and I never in a million years would have guessed it was the story that we got. We got from the last episode, it was pretty clear that Stormfront was not at all the hero, really. That she doesn't matter, she doesn't care about human life, and again, the fact that she killed a bunch of people who are minorities in a poor community definitely lent itself to her being prejudiced or racist. But this episode confirmed that she is indeed racist and has been for a very long time. Her storyline is going to be very, very interesting. I like what Stormfront is doing in the sense of that she's clearly got some ulterior motive, and I don't know if it's against Vought or with Vought. Maybe she wants to take over, and she seems to have the smarts to do it. Or if it's a matter of just trying to get her own sense of glory. But either way, Vought is not ready for her, I don't think, and I know Homelander sure as heck isn't. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of conflicted, because I want Stormfront gone for obvious reasons. No one needs a super racist out there. You see what I did there? However, I do like the way she's messing up the status quo at Vought and really seriously messing with Homelander. I don't want that to stop. Finally, the big other thing that happened, of course, was with... I just kind of have to touch on that scene with Homelander and Doppelganger. I mean, the stuff with Madeline is not at all surprising because we know he was obsessed, but that was such a deep, layered scene on so many levels about Homelander's narcissism, about his self-love / self-loathing. That was such a brilliantly written scene. It was disturbing as all hell and I could barely look at it, but the messaging that it gave and what it delved into as far as the psyche of Homelander was brilliantly done. I've never seen anything like that on a show before. Maybe it's been done before, but I've never seen it. But it was, like I said, brilliant and disturbing at the same time. And I love that about this show, that they're always thinking of creative ways to talk about the real issues behind all the powers and all the pomp and circumstance. It's really about the human stories, the mental journeys, the emotional journey. And that was deep and dark. That whole scene with him and himself, and then of course eventually killing Doppel, aka himself, although I feel like it's the weakness he sees in himself that he was trying to kill in that moment. But that realization that he has, that he really is alone, and that he has been swimming in shark-infested waters this whole time in a safety cage, which has been opened for the first time. And I'm really excited to see how he's planning on navigating this, because I don't think it's going to end up well. I think he's really going to lose it pretty quickly, and that a lot of people are going to suffer the consequences. So that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. As usual, it was amazing and disturbing and brilliant, and I enjoyed watching it. And if you enjoyed watching along with me, please hit that like button for me. And again, if you've been here before and you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time,